Let me start by acknowledging that this video might be controversial for some people. With that said, let's dive into the foods that I, as a 45-year-old sustainable nutritionist, choose not to buy, and what are the reasons behind those choices. Egg whites. The main reason why I don't buy egg whites is that if Mother Nature made eggs with both egg white and yolk, there must be a reason. While egg whites are lower in calories and fats compared to whole eggs, they also lack most of the important nutrients found in the yolk. The yolk contains essential fatty acids, vitamin A, D, E and K, iron, choline, and other essential nutrients that are important for overall health. If I try to understand why people buy egg whites, I can think of two reasons. They're afraid of the fats and they're afraid of the cholesterol in the yolk. However, research has shown that dietary fat does not necessarily make us fat, and dietary cholesterol has low to no impact on our body's cholesterol level. Fake meats. Many plant-based meats are highly processed and contain a long list of ingredients, some of which are artificial or heavily refined, including inflammatory oils, additives, fillers, or preservatives. They're usually made out of pea protein or soy, making them a less optimal source of protein, and they just have much fewer ingredients that you can find in natural meats. When considering the environment, as Diana Roger and Rob Wolf argue in their book Sacred Cow, consuming meat from properly raised, grass-fed animals is more sustainable and environmentally friendly than plant-based meat alternatives. In fact, properly raised animals help to maintain healthy soil, conserve water, and reduce greenhouse gas emissions in ways that monoculture agriculture cannot. The debate between fake meat versus real meat is controversial, but in my opinion, fake meat is another way for the food industry to make big money at people's health expense by trying to solve the problem of industrial farming created by the same food industry. Now, I'm not suggesting that we should all be eating kilos and kilos of meat each week. As I've mentioned in my previous videos, the portion of meat or fish in a meal should preferably be no larger than the palm of your hand and should be consumed with plenty of vegetables to promote a balanced diet. Protein bars. Many protein bars are highly processed, contain additives, and most of them have sugar or artificial sweeteners or other ingredients that definitely can be considered whole foods. They also lack of important nutrients and fiber. Personally, I believe that they are just a type of man-made food created by the food industry with misleading marketing practices and with the solely purpose of profit. So it's definitely a no thank you for me. It's also true that since I have started intermittent fasting, reducing my eating window to 9 to 10 hours and making sure to eat nutritious and satiating meals, I just don't feel the need of snacking anymore. Low-fat dairy. There are three reasons why I don't buy low-fat dairy products. Firstly, some of the beneficial nutrients of dairy like vitamin A, D, and K2 are fat-soluble, meaning they require fat in order to be absorbed by the body. So low-fat products just don't provide the same nutritional benefits as full-fat dairy products. The second reason is that low-fat products are less filling. In fact, fats can help us feel full for longer. The third reason is that low-fat products often contain added sugar or artificial flavors to improve their taste and texture, which are lost when the fat is removed. Cereals and granolas. Many cereals and granolas are heavily processed and contain high amounts of added sugars, even if naturals, additives, preservatives, and artificial flavors. Most of them lack fiber and essential nutrients, so the idea of a bowl of cereal eaten for breakfast is just wrong. A good homemade granola could be part of a nourishing breakfast if we make sure to add enough protein and fiber, which could potentially increase radically the calorie count of the whole meal. I used to make my own granola regularly with this recipe here, and let me tell you, it's freaking delicious. But I've stopped because it was just too addictive, and I would end up eating it as a snack too, and in a few days it would just be gone. Artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners are highly processed substances that can alter the composition of our intestinal bacteria, with possible negative consequences. Diet sodas with artificial sweeteners can also destabilize our blood sugar, introduce heavy metals, and hurt our mitochondria. While it might be easier to reduce sugar consumption by substituting it with other types of sweeteners, altering habits on a daily basis would be more efficient in the long run. I used to add 3 teaspoons of sugar to my morning cafe latte, and now I drink a sweetened green tea. And I really don't miss my coffee. I used to have industrial cereals for breakfast, and now I have a nourishing overnight oats that are sweetened with fruits and spices. It took time and multiple baby steps to get to where I'm now, but I know it's possible, even for those who think that certain habits can be changed, like I used to think. Something that I wish people would believe in is that once you start eating healthier, your taste buds will change, and eventually you will be able to reduce your sugar consumption without the need for substitutes. Prepped meals. Once I saw this friend open a can of pasta and eat it straight from the can. If you're Italian or have any Italian friends, you can imagine my reaction to this sacrilege. You know what would happen if I do something like that? My Italian passport would disappear. Poof! Okay, maybe not, but have you ever read the ingredient list of prep meals? It's typically a huge list of substances that are actually not even food at all. So why would we put that in our bodies? Full disclosure, I do buy canned ingredients and bag salads for convenience. But we are talking about ingredients which are real whole foods and not full meals. Dips, dressings, and sauces. I get it, I understand the convenience in buying dips and dressing, and there might be options in the market that contain mostly good ingredients. But personally, I haven't found many of those, so I'd rather make my own. For instance, when I was in Gran Canaria, I looked at the ingredient list of a Mojo Picón at the supermarket, and I was shocked by the amount of no food substances in it. Dips are so easy to make because you just have to put all the ingredients in a blender and you can find any recipe you can think of online. So if you're wondering about this homemade Mojo Picón, you can find the recipe in the description box. The same goes for sauces, like this teriyaki sauce for example, for which you can also find the recipe in the description below. So if these are the foods I don't buy, you might be wondering what are the ingredients I actually buy. You can check out these 2 videos here about the foods I eat daily and the foods I eat weekly. And if you're new to my channel and want to learn how to feel and look great in your 40s, be sure to subscribe right here for new videos every Sunday. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.